today I kind of thought I would do a geeky kind of collection of mine, mostly Game of Thrones but a few bits from other fandoms, and yeah, I thought I would just show you some of my geekiness about TV, film and book, I guess. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. I'm gonna have to wait. Right, I will try and manoeuvre around my dog. So I'm going to start off with some Game of Thrones pieces, and the first things I'm going to show you are some books and DVDs I have of Game of Thrones. I started watching Game of Thrones about 8 months ago, and obviously I was behind on a lot of seasons, and the only way I could catch up with them was to buy them on DVD. I bought this box set of series 1 to 3 on Amazon, and I think it was about £30, which was pretty reasonable considering I think if you buy each individual one it is £15. So it comes in this really nice box set with the map of Westeros on the front, which is the sleeve, and on the back it just shows you the individual covers of each season. You take this off and we get this really nice sleek black box, and then you've got each DVD case inside there, so I'll quickly show you those. So this is the first season, and I really like the front cover of this and also what is inside. It's just kind of one of them flip DVDs, and you get, which I really love, this little timeline in here. This family tree, which kind of basically tells you all the members of each family, which when you first start watching it can get quite confusing, so that's quite handy. And also this little map of Westeros, which is also really handy for the first season, because you know they're mentioning all these places and you have no idea where they are, so that was really good. So this is what the second season looks like, and this is the third season with I really like this one with the dragon silhouette on the front. I think I watched all 30 episodes within at least a month. It was crazy, but luckily I didn't have to wait long, because the Game of Thrones 4th season was then released in April, I think, on DVD, so I went and got that, and yeah, I really like this cover. It's got a sleeve like that, and it says Valar Morghulis on the front, and if you watch Game of Thrones you'll know what that means. So yeah, I really like, this is quite a more fancy box set because it's like a sleeve and a sleeve, and then this bit's really cool. You've got it all kind of the characters on each face of the thing like that, so you've got Cersei, Tyrion, Tywin, here we got her, Jaime, yeah, oh, and Jon Snow on the back and Daenerys on the front. Next I'm going to show you the books that I have. I haven't bought all the books yet because I have so many books on my to-read list that I don't really want to overwhelm myself, but I have the first and the second book of the Game of Thrones series, and yeah, I'm really excited to read these. I feel like such a bad fan for not reading them. I know that's really bad, but I really do. I feel terrible for not reading them, and I feel it's not really like me not to have read something before I watch anything. Like all the Harry Potter things, I read those. What else? The Shadowhunter, I know that's coming on TV, and I've read all of Cassandra Clare's books, so I feel quite guilty for not reading these. But I have the first two, which I'm hoping to plough through, and then I'll buy the rest. So yeah, I take them on holiday, but I thought that was just far too heavy, A, to put my suitcase, and also to put in my hand luggage, so I opted for some different books, but these will be read. Moving on with the Game of Thrones theme, the next thing I'm going to show you, I am incredibly happy, excited, and just, I love it so much, so I'm going to show you this. It's really heavy. This is the Game of Thrones, kind of the making of, if you like, of, I've got season 1 to 4 in here, so it is massive, big box thing like that. It says All Men Must Die on the back, and then we've got the 2 books inside, so I will quickly show you those up. So this is the book about making season 1 and making season 2. I love this cover so much. It's kind of got like a 3D feel to it, if that makes sense, so it kind of feels old. And then we've got the quote on the back from Cersei, which I love. And so basically it just is pictures and comments from the directors, from George R.R. Martin. So he did the preface, which is really good. I don't know if you can see that. And it just takes you through all the families. We've got bits on the wall yeah, character profiles, quotes from all the actors. It's just amazing, and I really love the cover of this, and it's kind of a similar thing, just about what different sets and characters were in season 3 and 4. So I love these books so much. I think they are absolutely beautiful, and I'm really chuffed and proud to have them. The next bits I'm going to show you are just a few random bits. Game of Thrones merchandise. I have some Game of Thrones coasters, which I like very much. We've got the Starks and their sigil, the Baratheons, the Lannisters, and the Targaryens. Targaryen being, you know, my favourite. And I kind of save them for special occasions and things. They're not my everyday coasters. And then next, I haven't opened this yet because I'm saving it to take to uni, is a Game of Thrones house sigil magnet set. And we've got loads of snazzy things in here. We've got lots of the houses, and we've got some character magnets on the back. So yeah, I think these are really snazzy, and I'm gonna save these for uni. I also have the Targaryen sigil mug, which I really like as well, and I can use that with my coaster, which is really cool. And yeah, I love the 3-headed dragon. I think that's really cool. So yes, I think this is really snazzy. So the next thing is also quite extravagant and particularly geeky, if you want to call it that, but I love it so much, and it is the Game of Thrones board game. Oh my god, this is incredible. My family and some family friends, we are real game addicts, and I don't mean, when I say that to people they think I mean playing like, I don't know, Snakes and Ladders or Cluedo. No. There is like a whole world of gaming out there, as in traditional but really cool board games, and this is no exception. I was a bit worried about this. I thought it'd be, you know, one of those board games which are just, I don't know, based on films, TVs that are actually not very good. But this board game is so good. It is really complicated. And the board is massive. It's just like this massive board of Westeros. Basically you play as different houses, and the aim is to conquer as many strongholds or castles as you can across the board throughout the rounds, but you also battle wildlings, you like participate in combats with other houses. So it is a really intense game. It is really complicated, so I don't really recommend it if you're not into gaming. It isn't like playing Cluedo. It is difficult, but if you are, it is amazing. These are the little things so this is for House Stark, Baratheon and Lannister, and there's a few others in here as well. And you basically place all your little pieces behind here so no one can see. So these are really handy, and everyone's basically colour coded. And yeah, I won't show you everything because it takes a nightmare to put it all back in the box, but it is awesome and I love it so much. You get to like get a token for the Iron Throne, a Valyrian sword, and a raven as well. So it was just awesome, and I love it so much. Oh yeah, I love it. It's just really cool. So yeah. Okay, so the last things of my Game of Thrones collection are these notebooks with different houses on, and I'm going to take these to uni to make notes in. So I've got House Baratheon in here, and it's kind of like, it looks like a leather bound thing, and it's just kind of plain paper inside. But if you do that, you get a little kind of synopsis of some characters, which I think is quite nice. And a little map of Westeros at the back, and you get a little pocket as well. This is a little 3D pocket, and it says ours is the Fury on the back. The Lannister one I really like as well, same kind of idea, and they all say the little slogans on the back. You've got Stark, and obviously my favourite Targaryen. This one is particularly cool because it's got the dragon hide kind of thing going on there, which is cool, and they look kind of really classy on a shelf as well, and it kind of goes in colour order, which I like. So yeah, I think these are really cool. And last but not least is my Daenerys pop vinyl character. I got her a couple of months ago, and I think I showed her in a different video, but yeah, I think she's adorable, and I really like her in this outfit, and I have no idea who to get next. She's my only one at the moment, and I feel like I need to get more, because she's just standing on her own. But I'm not sure whether to get Drogon, or I'm thinking maybe Tyrion now, because they're kind of working together in season 5, so that might look like a nice pairing. I don't really want to get a random one, I kind of want to keep them paired up. Everything from my Game of Thrones kind of geeky collection, and I'm quickly going to move on to things I have from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. After finishing season 7, I was a little bit kind of distressed because I'd had 7 series to watch of Buffy, and then I was kind of left with nothing else. So I then found out that they did comics straight after the TV series, so following on from the same story, and there's season 8 and there is season 10 now. So I went into Forbidden Planet and I bought this, and it is the first part of the season 8 comic collection. I think it's got 5 comics in this. It's kind of one that's all been put together, and I got this from Forbidden Planet, and I have yet to read this yet, but I just love all the illustrations in this. I think it is really cool, very Buffy-like, and yeah, I love it so much. However, I can't seem to get hold of volume 2, and I can't really get hold of season 9 either, so I'm a little bit stuck. But I am kind of just collecting some of the individual season 10 comics really randomly, because I kind of didn't realise they were coming out. But I've got 15 and 16, so hopefully I'm just going to get these randomly and kind of catch up when I can. But again, I have had a flick through these, and these just look really cool. This one in particular looks quite good. I like the look of this one. So yeah, these are kind of my comics, and I hope to get a better collection, and I'm also hoping to get the box set of the DVDs, because I've been watching them on Netflix, but I'm always a bit worried things are going to like come off of Netflix, so I'd definitely like to buy those and collect them. And finally, the last things from all of my collection and Buffy are these pop vinyls. I'm addicted to these, seriously, I need to stop. So the first one is obviously Buffy. I think I've also shown her in a previous video, but I just thought I would mention her in this. And I also have Spike. Spike, apart from Buffy, is my favourite character. There's like so many debates over Spuffy or Angel, I think it is, but I'm Spuffy all the way, and apart from one episode, but you know. So yeah, I love Spike so much, and I really like this little character because he's got kind of a cut in the eyebrow. So yeah, these two I put on my shelf together. I really wish they'd bring out a Giles, or mainly a Giles. I feel sorry for Xander because he's like, you know, one of the main characters and he doesn't even have one. And I really like Dark Willow. Dark Willow is like my favourite villain, but I think she's quite rare to get hold of, so yeah. I'm not too fussed about Angel. Nah, I don't know. So that is everything from my Game of Thrones and Buffy geeky collection. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, put some comments below about what kind of things you have, if you've got anything that matches me, and yeah, I will see you in my next one. Sorry, that's my dog barking at the postman. Anyway, I will see you in my next one. Bye!